Hello and welcome to this next realism gamer tutorial. Let's get into it. Good evening and welcome to another realism gamer tutorial mod / train sim world 6 video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about a very special mod / plugin which got released quite recently, and it's called TSW Route Annotation. And it doesn't look like much, but it is a very powerful bit of software which just adds the next level of gameplay really. So TSW Route Annotation has two main features. It has TSW weather and live weather, and also has something called overlay. You would have seen in our last video, I'll show you a clip here of what overlay is. So the overlay is what brings up the information about the route. So when you're going along, it'll say, for example, Dawlish seawall, and any rivers and any stations. You can change what it shows by pretty much by just driving and changing these lovely settings over here. For just example, just down here, you can change the overlay, the text, a lot of customization. And the other thing is the weather. We're going to click no to that. So the weather, basically, it doesn't look like much, but you can actually change the weather on the fly. I think we've all been there when we're loading into a route. You're like, yeah, let's do this weather. And you're like, what the hell is this when it loads? But with TSW Route Annotation, you can change the weather dynamically. And you can also have live weather for that actual current location. For example, if you're driving again on the Riviera line and you're in Scotland, you can definitely know what the weather's like in Cornwall by just clicking live weather. You can have manual weather and historic weather. Historic weather pretty much chooses whether that was in the past. Obviously, live weather is current, and manual weather you can have full control. This probably doesn't make a lot of sense without the actual Train Sim World 6 behind it, so let's go ahead and open that first. Just let you know, this will be a two-part series, so this will be just talking about what TSW Route Annotation is, and in the next video we're showing you how to set it up, as it requires some APIs and some keys. So we're going to go first to library, we're going to launch Train Sim World 6, and we're going to click play. You'll have to note here that Train Sim World 6 will load in the background, as it's currently using something called a full screen sort of, I don't know, expandable window, so it's not full screen. It means that we can actually change the weather and have this open in front of it. You'll see once this loads, it will load into Train Sim World 6, and then we'll go ahead and load a route. So we're going to actually go to Riviera line, so choose a route. We're going to do Riviera line as a classic. We're going to go to timetable. Let's do 150. We're not actually going to drive, we're just going to load one in. Let's slow down to 1300, so Payton 1318. And the only thing we need to change here is make sure we click custom weather and not dynamic, otherwise Train Sim World will overwrite it. We're now going to click get started, and we're going to do driver and wait for this to load. So hopefully we've now loaded into Train Sim World 6. So we have. So you can see, first thing to point out, we've got this annotation down here that says Payton. So that is actually from the, we'll go in the cab, it's a bit quieter. That is actually from TSW Overlay. You have to have that running first before launching the route, otherwise it just doesn't. So if we now open our start menu and go to Train Sim World Route Annotation, we can change the weather. So currently we've got historic weather, so it'll be today's date back in that year. So if we went to historic weather, for example, change to custom year, or you can have random year. In game year we'll do custom, and we'll just keep changing this all the way back to like 2014. And then we can click update now. So obviously 2014 was very similar weather to what it was today, apparently. So let's do 2013. And you can see that it manually changes the weather. We can also change this to something else, so maybe a random year, so 2022. And it should now apply it. I'm just going to update it just here. Just like that. So currently it is 2022. Let's just change this again in game year. So that's set it for the current year. So you can do a lot of here. So custom year, we can change it maybe like to 2006. In 2006, apparently it was raining, which is always interesting. So you can see it automatically applies the rain to what the weather was like. That's very cool if you just want a bit more realism, effectively. Other things we can do, so if we go to our route just here, we can click live weather. So this will be what the current weather is in Paynton. So if it wasn't nighttime, it's actually be sunny, which is lovely. So obviously a clear night. I like it's quite a good, you know, quite a nice driving weather actually. We can then also change this to manual weather. So we've all been there where you've loaded into a game and you're like, oh no, what have I done? The weather, what is wrong with the weather? So we can change to cloudiness. Let's do that. Wetness. And yeah, let's try it. Piled snow, and we go apply to TSW. It's not going to do it like this. Obviously, there isn't actually going to be any snow. We can change that, apply, just like this. So there's so much you can do, and you can do it on the fly. So you can make it look a bit more kind of up to you, a bit more kind of what you want. We can just change these, and it's just so much better than having it kind of, you know, at where you have to, you know, go into the menu, come out the menu. Just to see the changes. So this is going to save a lot of time. We're going to look at the other part in this very kind of quick tutorial, and that is the overlay. So the overlay here knows where we are, and you can see the different markers that are all along here. So as we go along, these markers will change. So for example, if we now leave Paynton, so let's just quickly set up this train. And then just change this just here, and let's release our brakes. So when we start departing, Paynton should disappear and the next one should come up. A bit of annoying thing here, it doesn't always show like the most direct change, so sometimes change can take a bit of a while to appear, and there's not a lot of landmarks around here. If you go over a river, it's showing up one, but there isn't any rivers next to Ivy Torquay. But yeah, that is the overlays, so it just helps sort of visualise where you are. It can make it a bit more interesting if you want to do a bit more sort of route knowledge. You know, if you're new to an area, you kind of want to sometimes go, what are these different, you know, areas? So that is the kind of the two different things you can do in route annotation. It's a very cool bit of software. We can just change these actually. We love a change. But yeah, I hope this has been kind of semi-insightful into what we think mod of the week or patch of the week should be. In the next video, if you like it, we'll show you how to install it. And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like the video, remember to give it a big fat thumbs up, subscribe, share. We will bite your hand off for you to do absolutely any of them things. So, without further ado, we will see you in the next video.